Hey guys, Sal here and welcome back to some more Sweetest Monster. Let's get started. I wonder Whoops. Melly. I approach her slowly, cautiously, as a convict might when approaching the gallows, as Marie Antoinette herself must have done more than 200 years ago. Melly, are you asleep? A stupid question to ask. Of course, if she really is asleep, she can't possibly answer. And if she isn't, then she must be pretending, so won't reply to me anyway. As expected, she doesn't say anything. The silence stretches on. Look, I'm sorry for intruding, Melly. I won't stay for long. I think about taking a seat on her bed by Melly's side, but I don't. After such a long time for silence between the pair of us, I don't think we're ready for such a big commitment. Even so, I feel restless. I fish Betsy Bear up from Melly's desk for some reason. Veronica looks a little too intimidating for my liking, with her matted fern missing paw, and turn her over in my hands, just to give myself something to do. I just thought I should come here because I wanted to say I'm sorry. Melly doesn't stir. I didn't expect her to, either, so that's just fine. I'm not sorry that you hurt your leg, mind you, because I know that was just an unfortunate accident. Nobody's to blame for that. Least of all you, Melly. I know it wasn't your fault. That isn't to say that I'm not worried about you, because I am, but I know you're a tough girl and you'll get well soon enough. So Sally said it was only a sprain. Didn't even break a bone. Isn't that good? More silence. I know I'm rambling. It's a bad habit of mine. But I can't stop myself. This silence is pervasive, creeping into the very interior of my skull like a thick smog, and I need to try and blot it out. Maybe if I can fill the room with sound of my inane and inarticulate chatter, I can kid myself into thinking I'm having some kind of meaningful conversation with Melly. That this, whatever this is, might actually change something. I'm sorry if I hadn't been talking to you enough lately, Melly. I know I've been kind of distant and it isn't your fault. I swear it isn't. I've been really busy at work, and I know you're probably thinking, how can he be busy? He's just a music teacher. And I'm not mad about it. Everybody thinks it. Even Sally thinks it. The truth of the matter is, our school didn't do us so well in the last Ofsted report, and a lot of parents have been complaining, and it's just kind of stressful. Not that I want to burden you with my own worries, of course, but I just wanted to let you know. That's why I haven't been around so much. It's not because of you, and it's not because I'm trying to avoid you. The thought never crossed my mind. Well, I suppose it crossed my mind just now, but it only crossed my mind in order to tell you that it didn't. I exhale heavily, squeezing the poor, abused Betsy Bear to my chest. I wish I didn't have to feel anxious. What kind of grown man is scared of his own daughter? But I can't help it. I'm sorry if I've been acting short with you lately too, Melly. That isn't your fault, it's mine. I'm just stressed, I suppose, and I'm sorry that we didn't get to go out last weekend. I know I promised, but I just got caught up with something. I know it doesn't make it better, and I really am sorry. This Melly makes a noise. It's so small it could belong to a mouse, but I heard it clearly nevertheless. So Melly wasn't sleeping after all. She really was listening to me. That, at least, is a little reassuring. If you want, we can go out this weekend, do something together like a family. How about that? Ellie doesn't say anything in response, but I see her shift slightly under her duvet. Does that mean she's thinking about it? Yeah, it'll be fun. We haven't done anything together for a while, so it would be nice to get out of the house. We can go anywhere you want, to the zoo, for a walk, maybe to the beach. I know how much you liked going to Whitby when you were little. Anyway, you don't need to come to a decision right now, just think about it. If you want to go anywhere, just tell me or Sal. We'll sort it out for you. Melly still doesn't respond, but I think I've got her attention. I wonder if it's some kind of cruel genetic trick that when I get anxious I can talk forever, whereas when Melly gets anxious, she can hardly force out a single syllable. We might be father and daughter, but I don't think we have that much in common. We're more like polar opposites, really. But even so, we are flesh and blood. We are related. I promise, Melly. If you want to go out, we'll go out. You deserve it. You're my daughter, and I love you very much. I love her more than words themselves can express. I think about giving Mellie's head a pat, her hair a stroke, but I don't. Instead, I squeeze Betsy Bear tighter until her head collapses in on itself like a rotting fruit. Nice. Destroy the bear. May 14th, Friday. I spend much of the next day in a sense of hyper-alertness, my eyes peeled for even the slightest glimpse of a pair of bright green eyes or a black tail. Looking for Belle? However, the hours tick by slowly in a cacophony of screaming children in their warbling, discordant singing voices, and I still see no sign of her. I'm not sure if I should be relieved by Belle's conspicuous absence or not. On one hand, I did enjoy the attention, but on the other, I would rather not jeopardize my relationship with Sally any further. She is my wife, after all, and I do love her. That's what I've been telling myself. Finally finished with school for the day, and not a minute too soon. I wipe my brow and heave a heavy sigh. Kids, they really take it out of you. Sally wanted us to have more children, a son, perhaps for Melly to play with, but I thought that sounded like too much hassle, especially since I work with children every day. People might romantically think of children as perfect angels, still images from blurry Victorian photographs, with big eyes and curly hair and cherubic smiles. I, however, know otherwise. Young children are maniacs. Only this morning I had to scold Peter Newbury for hitting poor Gemma Ashton over the head with a recorder. That's not to mention the fun particularly ingenious brass players can have with their spit valves. I really don't get paid enough for this. With a groan, I shrug my coat onto my shoulders and do a quick circuit around the music classroom. I close and lock the windows, draw the curtains, turn off the lights, and then, satisfied that everything is in order, I exit and lock the classroom. Oh man. It is as I'm making my way through the car park, reaching into my trouser pocket for my keys, that I'm suddenly stopped short by a distinctly feminine voice. Belle. Hey, if it isn't my favorite human. She's leaning against my car, waving. She's wearing that school uniform again, the one she donned during her surprise visit yesterday at lunchtime. Her dark hair flutters in the breeze, her white limbs stand out alarmingly against my car. Ah, hey, yourself, what are you doing? Isn't it obvious? I was waiting for you. Don't you think it might look a tad suspicious, a schoolgirl from St. Catherine's loitering around my car like this? Oh yeah, I did get a few funny glances. You did you? Yep, there was this woman who had a face like a trout, her skin was gray and her eyes were squinty and all close together like this. Belle pulls her face, pursing her lips and making her eyes bug out until it looks like she's wearing a Halloween mask. I laugh despite myself. If there's one thing I like, it's a girl who knows how to poke fun at herself. She gets bonus points for being so pretty to begin with. I take it you had a run-in with the eminent and esteemed headmistress then. Oh, and I take it from your tone you don't like her very much. Not particularly, no. I don't think she likes me very much either, so... I walk over to my car and unlock it, the keys jingling in my hands. Did she say anything to you? She was like... What are you doing hanging around here? Do you have any business with our school? And what did you say? I almost dread to think. Well, I believe honesty is the best policy, so I told the truth. What a pure girl you are. Indeed, I said, yes, I do have business with your school. I'm waiting for Mr. Hawkins, the music teacher. You see, I'm his teenage sex slave, and we're going to do all kinds of exciting things together. Hee. I snap my head upwards, moving so fast to get a crick in my neck. I really hope for both our sakes you had enough sense not to say that. It isn't true anyway, and why the tee? No, I didn't really say that, obviously. I was just checking to see if you were paying attention. I was paying attention, I was just putting some stuff in the boot. Yeah, but I don't like it. I'm here now, so you should pay attention to me. It's rude to talk to a lady and not even look at her face, you know. I know, I'm sorry. Sally says the same thing. I deposit a box full of sheet music in the back of the car and straighten up, closing the boot with a dull thud. So what did you really say? I'm all ears. I said I was one of your piano students and I had a lesson with you after school. Is that an acceptable ruse? I suppose it's acceptable. You might seem a little suspicious, though. Why? Because I'm so adorable? The real answer is because I'm starting to develop a guilty conscience, but I don't say that. Instead, I shake my head. Why should I feel guilty? I haven't done anything. It isn't a crime to talk to a younger girl. Sorry, immortal spirit, is it? Besides, all the kisses we've exchanged have been one way. Belle was the one kissing me, not the other way around. Still ain't good. I try to change the subject. That's easier than confronting the real issue at hand, that I may inadvertently be cheating on my wife. This skirt is still far too short. Miss Fishlips said the exact same thing. It's nice to know you afford other authority figures the same level of respect you give me. Belle snorts and rolls her eyes. They seem even greener than usual. As if I have to answer to that crusty old dragon lady. I'm probably old enough to be her great-great-grandmother. Of course, I can't imagine Marie Antoinette answered to anybody, save the guillotine, of course. Oh, so you remembered? How could I help but remember? It isn't every day you meet a girl who claims to be a reincarnation of a famous historical figure. A famous historical figure who got her head lopped off, no less. So now that we've established you were waiting for me, I want to know the reason why. What are you planning? Why, Mr. Hawkins, you ruined me. You make it sound as though there's something sinister afoot. I think there might be, given you're involved. I still don't even know what you are. Not really. How cruel. I didn't come here to haunt you, if that's what you're implying. I came here because I missed you. You did? That's right. It feels like it's been so long. I saw you yesterday, Belle. That's right, yesterday. That was a whole 24 hours ago. I was so bored and lonely I thought I was going to die. It's the rabbits that die from loneliness, not cats. Same difference. They're really not the same. Whatever. Weren't you thinking about me as well? Yes, he was. I turned my head to one side, trying to avoid Belle's gaze. It's true I was thinking about Belle, how could I not? Who wouldn't think about her, especially given she insists on wearing such ridiculous and practical outfits and calls her my sex slave? But I can't tell her that. I don't want to give her this satisfaction. Honestly, no. I had a very busy day, which doesn't have much time for mooning over schoolgirls. Liar. I'm not! Yes, you are. I can see it in your eyes. Damn, I must be more transparent than I thought. Anyway, since I went to the trouble of coming to see you, shall we get going? Where? On a date, of course. This ain't gonna be good. Of course, she says it like it's the most natural thing in the world. Maybe to a finicky feline who comes and goes as she pleases, it is. But it's not to me. I'm a middle-aged man. I have other commitments. I have a wife to return home to, and a daughter I need to talk to. I promised her last night. I said we'd go do something together tomorrow. If these plans have any hope of emerging into fruition, I should return home now. I need to discuss things with Sally. I can't keep running away, even if I have a very arresting distraction tugging at my arm, peering up at me with those big, big eyes. Come on, Robin, I missed you. I missed doing this. Haranguing old man? No, I mean going out, having fun. I spent so long living like a cat, I completely forgot what it was like to being with real people. I need some adult company or I'll go mad. I'm sick of being picked up and petted and stroked and patted on the head and called a good boy or a good girl. The two are interchangeable since who knows what gender cats really are and who really cares. Now that I have a human body, I want to take advantage of it. I want to have some fun. Can't you do that on your own? I could, but that would be boring. Isn't it far more enjoyable to spend it with the person you like? I wince, my resolve wavering. Why am I so weak-willed? Melly can languish away in her room like a tower princess for months and I'll happily ignore it. This one girl who's still a virtual stranger starts tugging at my arm and putting on the theatrics and I'm already lost. Wonder what that says about where my loyalties lie. No kidding. I think it says, though I'm no professional psychologist, not like Joan Fowler, that I'm an asshole. Is that the correct medical terminology? Yes, you're a right asshole. But it'll look suspicious an old man like me hanging around with such a young girl. It's fine, I'll just say I'm your trophy wife. Trophy wife? Where do spirits pick up such phrases? Well, maybe not. That might be a bit too much. You can just pretend I'm your daughter or something. It'll be fine. I just noticed that her cat ears and tail are gone. What the? I swallow. All of a sudden, my throat feels dry. That's a very kind offer, but I already have a daughter. I know you do, but it's not like you spend any time with her, is it? Well... Belle's grip around my arm tightens. Though her body is slender and willowy, she's unnaturally strong. I feel like my side is being squeezed by a vice, stopping up the blood circulation through my right arm. You can think of it as a test run for the real thing. Just imagine that I'm Melly and we're out having a gay old time. Nobody says that anymore. It has other implications. Now, let's not split hairs. Let's just go and enjoy ourselves. I can't deny that Belle's offer sounds tempting, not as a test run for spending time with my real daughter, but because Belle is an amusing person and I enjoy her company. I probably had more fun with her these last 3 days than I have in the last 3 months combined. That's wrong though, isn't it? Belle isn't my daughter, Melly is, and I did promise. I'd said I'd try to spend more time with her. I wish I didn't feel so conflicted. I wish I wasn't so weak-willed. I already know what I'm going to say before the words come out of my mouth. Oh, do you? So, was there any reason why you wanted to come here of all places? Not really, I just thought it looked cute. Cute, being the key word. Damn it. Why do I keep doing that? After I reluctantly accused Belle's demands, with the stipulation that we return home in under an hour, Belle decided to drag me all the way here. I realized that by phrasing what transpired these last 5 minutes in such a manner, I have made myself seem like an unwilling victim, pulled along by Belle's inscrutable machinations like a cog in a machine. I have no doubt some people would wonder if this is truly an accurate portrayal of my thoughts, and whether I did not, contrary to my protests, agree to Belle's decision almost at once. To all of you naysayers, I can only tell you that I have no further comments to add. I cannot satisfy you because I cannot truly satisfy myself. Well, that's sad. You can satisfy yourself, huh? I'm an adult and I know I shouldn't have come here, but adult though I may be, I am also a coward. I don't doubt that. Belle and I are sitting in an ice cream parlor, an oddity in England, with quaint brick walls and smooth white tables, a Baskin-Robbins. It's the kind of place I would have gone with Melly if it had existed when she was younger. There were fewer chain brands back then. Now the high street is overrun with them. In the last 4 years, the small village has become distinctly Americanized. We even have a Starbucks. Who on earth wants to spend €5 on a coffee? It beggars belief. There's that progressives for you. I'm not really sure why Belle wanted to come here of all places. The shop isn't very busy, which makes it stand out even more. The other patrons are small children, their hair disheveled, splotches of ice cream around their mouths and on their noses, accompanied by beleaguered parents who are probably regretting the choices that led them to this place. I suppose I feel a certain amount of camaraderie with those frazzled men and women. It is mostly women, though. Our situations aren't all that alike. I'm beginning to wonder why I came here, too. A The staff gave us no shortage of funny glances when I first came here, prompting me to explain, perhaps more defensively than I should have done, that I was here with my daughter. They seemed to relax a little after that, but I'm still aware of their eyes going into my back. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. If this is my own guilty conscience, my personal Jiminy Cricket giving me a short prod on my neck with the tip of his umbrella. I was right to think about going out with Belle would be a bad idea, particularly when she's wearing that school uniform. I probably look like a criminal. I feel like a criminal. This isn't working wonders for my self-esteem though. Belle is undeniably pretty. Pretty girls aren't just entertaining distractions. They can be dangerous too. At least Belle looks happy. She's eating an ice cream sundae, savoring it slowly. She brings the silver spoon to her lips, laden with ice cream, and draws it into her mouth. Her lips part in an O as she lets the ice cream dissolve across her tongue. The expression on her face is one of pure bliss. It makes her look even younger than she already is. You really like ice cream, don't you? I love it. I must have gotten a taste for it the other night. Thumbnail. I don't think it was just the ice cream she was savoring back then, though. She was savoring a lot more, trying to seduce you with that ice cream. I would play that memory through my mind once more. My cheeks start to flush. I turn my head, pressing one hand across my mouth. My cheeks burned. That ain't good. Ah, delicious! Belle sighs contentedly and takes the spoon out of her mouth with a wet pop. Hey, Robin. She smiles mischievously, proffering the spoon in my direction. Do you want to try some? No, it's alright. I bought it for you. But it's more fun sharing it. I want to know what you think. I think I'm too old to eat ice cream. It'll give me indigestion. Sally will have made dinner already. She'll be sitting at the kitchen table, arms folded, drumming one foot against the floor, wondering where the hell I am. Wonder if Mellie's back at home yet. Seems likely she doesn't belong to any after-school societies. I don't think she has any friends to hang around with either. I bet Sally has sent me a bunch of text messages, voicemail too. I don't know because I've had my phone turned off the entire time. I really am a coward. Huh? Come on, you're not that old. You still have a full head of hair at least. For now, we'll have to wait and see what happens. So stingy, you're no fun at all. I feel something collide against my shin. Belle's foot encased in a shiny black shoe, at least to her shoes a school regulation. Quite unlike that ridiculous skirt. Don't do that, it hurts. And you hurt my feelings, refusing to share this delicious ice cream with me. I've eaten ice cream before, I know how it tastes. But it'll taste even better if you eat it with me. A pause. Or if you eat it off me. Please don't say such things when we're out in public. We look suspicious enough as it is. Belle sticks out her tongue and delivers another kick to my shin. Maybe she's trying to engage me in a game of footsie, but I refuse to cave to her whims, even if resisting her blows is quite painful. Ow. Where does she get all this strength from anyway? Eventually, Belle tires of this game and she turns her attention back to her slowly melting ice cream. She lets a spoonful of the frozen treat up her lips and slips the spoon inside the warm, pink expanse of her mouth. She was a little over-enthusiastic there, actually, because when she draws the spoon away, I see a smudge of synthetic, strawberry-flavored ice cream on the tip of her nose. It's kind of cute, actually. You got some food on you. Huh? Where? Just here. Tap my nose for a demonstration. I can hardly wipe it off her nose myself. Most fathers aren't that touchy-feely with their daughters, are they? I'm certainly not with Mellie. Then again, my relationship with Mellie is rather unusual. Huh? Belle frowns, wrinkling her nose, and goes cross-eyed for a few moments. Is she trying to see that splodge of ice cream for herself? Can't you wipe it off for me, Robin? Why can't you do it yourself? You're a big girl, aren't you? No, I want you to do it. If you won't share this ice cream with me, you can at least help clean me up. Isn't that a staple of any first date? What do you mean, date? lower my voice to a whisper and lean forward to glaring. Remember, you're meant to be my daughter. That's what I said, and I'm going to stick to my story. Oh, please, you're being way too paranoid, as if anybody in here cares. The staff are all too busy trying to make sure none of these little kids knock over their banana splits. Be that as it may, it doesn't hurt to be a little more careful. Belle giggles, her chest rising and falling beneath her school sweater. Not that Belle goes to St. Catherine's, of course. Come on, Daddy! Can't you do your little girl a favor just this once? You have a human body now, Belle. Just think, opposable thumbs, don't you want to take advantage of that? It is true that I'm rather fond of my new body, but there's some more to life than opposable thumbs. What about the romance? There's no romance here, not between family, but not the Borgias. I pause. Since you were Great Aunt Clarice's cat for almost 8 years, I guess that means you really are family. You've known me ever since I was a little boy. And you've known me since I was about this tall. Belle holds one hand above the tabletop for emphasis. Touché. Maybe family isn't the right term, perhaps you could call us childhood friends. I don't really recall you being particularly friendly. You used to scratch and bite me all the time. That was before you almost drowned trying to save me, you dolt. I would have been a great deal nicer had I known about your hidden depths. I don't think I've had any hidden depths. I'm about as deep as a puddle. Maybe you are now. Marriage, Melody, and an unfulfilling job where nobody takes you seriously drove it all out of you, didn't it? I wince. I thought we were just playing around, but Belle's eyes are as sharp as ever, even when she speaks with a slight hilt to her tone. You really are childhood friends. I've known her longer than I've known Sally, and she certainly seems privy to all my secrets, even the ones I don't want to admit myself. So... Belle leans forward, cupping her chin with her hands, peers at me, a smile on her face expectant. Her eyes flash. Are you going to clean me up or not? Her gaze is disconcerting. I don't think I can argue back. She's worn me down. Alright, just don't make a big song and dance about it. Don't worry, I won't. Belle blinks at me expectantly. She looks almost like a fairy tale princess awaiting the kiss of a handsome prince. Unfortunately, I'm not royalty. I make my living on a teacher's wage. It's a mere pittance at that. Plus, I'm hardly what you could call handsome. And if we really want to smash the simile apart, Belle isn't a princess. I think she's more like a wicked witch or a femme fatale, with her all-knowing eyes and her too short skirt. I lean forwards, a napkin crumpled in my hand. All of a sudden, Belle's face seems far too close. I can almost count each of her individual eyelashes, feel her breath against my cheeks. Alright, you guys, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. See you then.